So hey everybody, Jim Bull, and we're back at it, hitting some more Appalachian Trail. We're further north here in Pennsylvania. I think we're in Schuylkill County. We're just north of Bethel and just south of Pine Grove. And we're going to try something different. We're walking in, it's about 4:45, and it's going to probably get dark while we're out here. I'm on my way to speak to a group of Sick Recovery Racing this evening, a few miles north of here, and wanted to stop and maybe do some night hiking. And we had some snow here the last couple days. We had 4 or 5 inches where I'm from, and it looks a little less here maybe. But I wanted to grab my compass, and I have one on my phone here, and I marked my GPS on my phone. I marked my location, but I got an old standard compass here, so I like to always not rely on electronics, because you never know when you're going to lose your signal out here in the woods. And you see I found my north point, and I also put my arrow back the direction I need to come. So I know if I have the advantage here of the snowfall, I can follow my footsteps back out with my light after it gets dark. But if there was no opportunity to follow my footprints, it'd be real easy to get lost out here. Never been on this section of the trail again, and I've never come out here at night hiking like this. So first and a first, I'm trying to get some gloves on here, so bear with me, because it is chilly. It's in the high 30s, but we don't want to get any exposure to the elements here. I'm going to drop the camera. Come on, give me just a second if you would. And we're not going to go far again, because it is going to get dark, and I have an appointment. I don't want to get lost, and I don't want to get myself in trouble. So there's a sign here, 501 shelter. So there must be a place to shelter and bed down, lean to, up this trail here. And again, we got a bunch of traffic noise, so we're going to try and get back in a ways, 15 minutes or so, and then we'll hike it back out to the truck and try and get some video while it's dark. That'll be cool, huh? And again, we talked, if you remember the other day in my last video, I did these white marks on the trees, help mark the trail. But once it gets dark, it could be real hard to find those. So again, I have the advantage of the snow. I can see my footprints. If the snow hadn't fallen, we'd be walking on the dry leaves, and that's not impossible to track, but very tough, especially in the dark. So say a little prayer for me that the bears don't get me, or the Sasquatches, and that we don't get any rain coming down here while I'm out, because I don't have any rain gear with me. But I do love it out here in the woods, man. I don't know about you guys. And we're on top here. We're north of Bethel, and my compass 501 goes north here. My compass said that I'm actually hiking north. So this trail, from what I know, my limited research on the AT, will head northeast eventually over toward like Scranton, Pennsylvania, and into northern New Jersey, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So doesn't look like anyone else has been in here. It only snowed yesterday. So we came from this direction, and you can see my footprints down here. Snowed yesterday. There were a couple cars stuck out at the parking area here, but it looks like I'm the first guy back in here since it snowed, because there's no tracks. So we're going to walk a little ways. Maybe it gets dark, and then we'll turn around and hike it back out. Cool stuff. I would have liked to go on south from here, but I think that's all downhill, and with this weather and not knowing the area, I opted to stay up here on the flats, not to have to deal with a lot of elevation. Can't see the ground, but like we hiked down at Michaud a few days ago, last weekend I guess, a little bit. It's real rocky there, but it doesn't seem to feel that way underneath me here. So Nice to see some wildlife while we're out here. We're still pretty close to the road. You can hear all that car noise. 501's a pretty heavily traveled route. So, my wife said take longer videos. I was doing 5-6 minute segments the other day. I did one 12-minute. She said make them a little longer for people to watch longer. We'll post these on our YouTube channel, Jim Bull on YouTube. That's me, Jim Bull. Alright, I guess you can see me that way. I do motorcycle. Oh, it's zoomed in there maybe. I don't know if you got a look at my mug there. I do motorcycle publication, ATV. We do a lot of off-road riding. Cover racing here in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. And we love the outdoors. I want to spend more time outdoors and sharing that with you. So, always stop and look behind you. Get a bearing. And I should check my compass to see if this trail, the direction this trail is still heading. So yeah, we're pretty close on to heading in here, maybe on a northwesterly direction right now. Dad taught me how to read a compass a long time ago. I was just a kid. So we spent a lot of time out in the woods in northern PA and the PA wilds, hunting and fishing and just running around. We had some hunting camps there. Hunting was really never my thing. I did it when my dad was alive. He loved it. He lived for it. But not really my deal. I like to hunt for souls, man. Not so much to go out and take life. Hunt for souls and grant them new life. Jesus Christ. Yeah, amen. So the trail's starting to wind around a little bit here. And I want to keep my bearings. I got an appointment later. And I don't want to spend too much time out here in the dark. Relatively flat where I'm at, which is good. And we still got that blasted traffic noise. But what are you gonna do? I didn't want to come too early today because my appointment's not till 6:30. I'm scheduled to speak at 7. And I'm only about 10 minutes once I get back out onto the main road from my destination. So I didn't want to have to kill too much time here today. Had other commitments for my business earlier in the day. I think sometimes if I wouldn't talk so much out here, we might sneak up some game, but I'm crunching through this snow. They're gonna hear me coming anyhow. Now I'll remember to occasionally look down for any deer tracks or hopefully no bear. I know they're around here. Black bear. Nothing that would cause you any harm unless you cornered it or they had their young with them. Just don't want to surprise them doing anything. This is the time of the day though that the deer would be on the move if they're out looking for food. They usually bed down in the afternoon, and then this time of day it's going on 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, we're in daylight savings time here in the Northeast and Northern Hemisphere, so we lose daylight quickly now. I haven't been out in the woods in the dark for a long while. I remember when I was a kid going hunting, my dad would take me out there at 5 in the morning and sit me by a tree and say, don't move. And you get up in the big woods of PA, man, that wind gets to howling and limbs are cracking and you're just a boy. Used to scare the crap out of me. I ain't afraid to admit it. I might get scared today, who knows? I ask the good Lord to protect me, and I believe He will. Oh, now here we got some deer tracks. So, I don't know if you can see those or not. Hooves are back this way, so the deer was traveling that way. See more here. Looks like they came from over in this direction here. So yeah, there's definitely wildlife here. Besides me. That is. Oh, we got deer traveling right on the trail here. More prints. So that would be cool. The deer run up on us. And I do want to keep track of my time because it'll get dark here pretty quick soon. I don't want to go too far in that type of situation here today. I do have a little bit more gear with me than I did last weekend. Oh, there's a hunter, a couple hunters over here, so I guess I have to be wary of that as well. They have an orange on, I don't. I'm in my camo, but I'm not out here hunting. But sometimes guys see and hear things move, they get a little jumpy. Lord protect me from bullets. How about that? Actually, it's not rifle season. It would be bow season here still in Pennsylvania, so that gives me a little more satisfaction. The arrow's not going to travel quite as far, and they're going to be more spot onto their targets in those situations. You got to get a deer a good 25, 35 yards out to really get a good shot off with a bow versus hunting rifle. 100 yards or better, or just let them fly through the woods. Seen some crazy stuff already on hunting trips, man. I know even when I was a kid, when you see deer moving sometimes, you just want to let them fly. But the woods get so polluted with hunters, man, it's not safe. No deer tracks cutting across, coming this way, so there's definitely wildlife here. You know, it gets dangerous hunting in certain areas. I remember getting up in the morning and Dad dropping you off out there in the dark, and you clear your spot. You're standing by a tree, freezing your guts out, and the sun starts to come up, or you hear him coming in, right? Guys don't see you standing there. There's a guy 20 yards this way or 50 yards that way. Y'all can't hunt in that area, and it's real dangerous because deer runs in between you and they don't know you're there. Forget it, dude. And there's some rock. I ride ATVs and dirt bikes in Pennsylvania. There's lots of rock here. No doubt about that. So that's just another reason I gave up hunting in PA, especially downstate. You know, there's almost more deer here anymore than there is upstate, but at least it was while I was hunting. There's just a lot more people down here, you know. You get up in the big woods, you can feel relatively safe. There's more area to spread out, but down home, Lancaster, York counties, man, a lot more people and a lot less area you get out in the woods and hunt, especially these days. So I'm almost 15 minutes in here. I'm 13:52 since I started. More deer tracks right on this trail. So we can, before it gets dark, footprints found, right? Bunch of them. So, more footprints. Now we're looking for them bigger prints, and I'm starting to descend a little bit down the hill, so I'm gonna go another minute or two. I'll shut this off, and then we'll check the time, think about heading back out of here, because like I said, I don't want to get lost, stuck. Something else moving around over there, maybe. I don't know if it's more hunters or if it's just headlights coming up that road, because I almost hear the cars over here. It's almost like I'm starting to parallel down the mountain. along 501. I don't know which direction. I didn't check the trail maps before I came out here today. Had other chores I was working on. So we're at 1508, 1516 on our recording here. I'm gonna go another, I'll keep walking till we get to 16 minutes. Like I said, we're starting to descend down the hill. And I don't want to do too much of that. I want to get down here and get a little better look for you. Still seeing those deer tracks running along this trail here. And yeah, I'm paralleling the roadway out here. I was hoping to go in away from that roadway some, but I got to do a better job researching before I come out here. Okay, I see a tree about 50 feet ahead out there. I'm gonna walk out to him yet, and then we're gonna shut this one down and turn around and head back the trail. Get light out of my bag. I don't have a headlamp or anything, so I'm gonna have to carry a light and my camera. And I want to check my compass again and see where we're at. So yeah, trail starts heading down the mountain, I think. So I got a trail marker there. It's even getting dark to see. So yeah, telling me that direction to get back out to the road, but I'm pretty sure I'm running parallel to it. I'm sorry, I'm giving you some shaky video here. That was my marker I wanted to stop at. I hate turning around and going back, but I know it's a smart thing to do. It's getting hard to see too, this footy. Alright guys, we'll catch another one here on the way out. Thanks for riding along. Later.